Hello, everyone. Last time we talked about the sights of London, and today we are going to move to America and talk about the White House. But before we do that, I would like to check your homework from your workbook. Last time you had to do these exercises in your workbook. Now take your workbook and let's see if you did it well. The first exercise with the names of the sites. I hope you did it in the same way. Then the next exercise was connected with grammar. Can, could, may. I hope you matched the sentences in the same way. And the last exercise was the text. In fact, it was a letter. And after you read the letter, you had to answer whether the sentences are true or false. Did you do it this way? Okay. If you did, then everything is okay. Now we may go back and talk about. I'm sorry, this is the workbook, and talk about the White House. Before I introduce the White House, which is the house where the President of the United States of America lives, I want to show you one house and see the parts of that house. I'm sure that you know all the names, but if you don't, I want you to write the title of the lesson and write the words that you don't know. Of course, this is the house. Upstairs and downstairs. Molim vas da ne pomešate downstairs i upstairs sa donjim i gornjim spratom. To jeste donji i gornji sprat u odnosu na vas. Ako se vi nalazite na 4. spratu, na primjer, 5. sprat za vas će biti upstairs, a 3. sprat za vas će biti downstairs. Znači, nikada nemojte prevesti downstairs kao donji, 1. sprat i upstairs kao gornji ili 2. sprat. Isključivo kao sprati ispod i sprati iznad, gornji i donji sprat u odnosu na to gde se vi nalazite. Garden, living room, stairs, mislim da sve to znate. Jedina reč koja bi ovdje vama mogla biti nepoznata je basement. Basement je podrum, nešto što se nalazi ispod nivoa zemlje. Idemo na drugu sliku. I ovdje su vam sve reči poznate, s tim što ovdje potrebljavamo reč flat, a flat je stan. Ovdje smo imali kuću, house, dok ovdje imamo flat. Drugi naziv za stan je apartment, ali mi sada koristimo termin flat. Dining room, floor, lift, wall, mislim da su sve ove reči za vas poznate. Hajde da pogledamo sada dva opisa kuće. Imate 2 kuće ovdje u prvom vežbanju i 2 u drugom. Nakon što čujete opis, štiklirajte onu kuću za koju mislite da su je opisali. Slušajte pažljivo.
2. Listen. Listen to 2 dialogues and choose the house they are in. 1.
This is the perfect house for you, Mr. Rowling.
Do you think so? I like the living room and the kitchen.
What about the bedroom?
Yes, that's nice too. But
What's the problem?
I like houses with big gardens in front of the house, you know. This one hasn't got one.
Ah, yes. But there's a lovely back garden.
Back garden?
Yes. The garden behind the house is very big. Come and see.
Okay.
2.
Great party.
Thanks.
Where's the bathroom?
There's a small bathroom downstairs and a big one upstairs.
Okay. And where's the small bathroom?
I'm sorry, it's just over there, next to the kitchen.
Thanks a lot.
Did you have any problems to find out which house they are talking about? I hope you didn't. Let's see. In both cases, those were the houses A. If you had any problems understanding what they were talking about, there is the transcript. This is what you heard. So, if you want, you can practice reading this and you can see if there were any word that you didn't understand while you were listening to. Now, let's move on. This is the text about the White House, the house where every president of the United States of America lives while he is the president. What does it consist of? Is it only the house that you can see, or maybe there is something below the ground? You will find out after you hear and read the lesson.
3. Read. Listen and read. Then answer the questions.
The White House. The President of the United States of America lives in Washington, D.C. His address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, or the White House. And yes, it's a big white building. There are 6 floors in the White House. 2 floors for officers and visitors, 2 floors for the President and his family, and 2 basements. There are 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, and 3 lifts in the White House. There are 412 doors and 147 windows. There's also a swimming pool, a gym, and a cinema, and there are beautiful gardens all around the building. Lots of people work at the White House. The President's office is called the Oval Office. It's a round office without corners. About 6,000 people visit the White House every day. That's about 2 million people a year.
Now you know something more about the White House. I'm sure that there was a lot new for you in this text about the White House, and now we are going to check if you understood it well. Here are the questions about the White House. Of course, you can look at the text while you are giving the answers to the questions. Stop the video, answer the questions, and then come back to check the answers. Now that you have answered the questions, let's see if you did it well. Of course, your sentences don't have to be the same as these sentences here. It is only important that they give the same information, but maybe the structure of your sentence is a little different. When we describe the house, we usually use there is and there are or have got to show that something is in that house, that the house possesses something. We also use also and to. What is the difference between them? Look, when you use to, it is always at the end of the sentence after comma. I've got a TV too. But if you use also, which has the same, completely same meaning, you put it after the verb. I've also got a TV. In fact, it is in front of the main verb and after the auxiliary verb. So it is in the middle of the sentence and to is at the end of the sentence. When you describe a house and the furniture and the rooms in that house, you have to say where they are, and that's when you use the prepositions of place. You know what prepositions of place are. on, next to, in, but not only these prepositions. You know much more prepositions than you can see here. Okay, let's go back and see what we did in this lesson. We talked about a house and we learned two, maybe more, but I think that only two new words connected with the objects, with the rooms in the house. You learned something new about the White House, and you reminded yourself of what expressions we usually use when we describe the house. Let's see your homework. For your homework, you have to do the exercises on page 51. Say where these people are. You have the rooms, the places in the house, and you just have to write where they are. After that, choose the right word to complete this sentence. And that would be all. Next time, we will revise everything that we have done in the fourth module in the book, as well as in your activity book or workbook. That would be all for today. Goodbye.